Hill figure. This is the Star Report. I'm your host, Star, shining bright for all to see. Welcome to the show. Thursday afternoon, early evening, okay? Okay, let's get down this afternoon. We got some things to go over. Holy smokes. Shannon Sharpe went balls deep on my nigga, Kwame Brown. Damn. All out of character. Interrupting Skip Bayless because they have a formula, you know? You talk, I talk. Pardon me. Good afternoon, troll babies. Correct me if I'm wrong. Kwame Brown, who I fuck with heavy, who I've spoken to on the phone once or twice. Great content creator, former NBA basketball player. Kwame was live on Instagram or YouTube right after the Lakers and King James got swept. Them niggas got swept up, you know? And Kwame, you know, he's a social engineer now. He's a content creator. I guess he was trending on Twitter, and Shannon Sharpe, 3-time Super Bowl champion, let's not get it fucked up with Shannon Sharpe, blacks out and jumps out the window on Undisputed. So I saw this morning. I said, whoa. Talking hella crazy and reckless. Are you guys up to speed, troll babies? Are you up to speed? He called Kwame the tallest farmer in America. Now that was cute. And maybe I'm a little biased because, you know, Kwame Brown reminds me of my father's side of family, you know, Geechee, and I love that Geechee, you know, flow, you know. Kwame Brown was on Instagram, hit or misses nothing, and right after, maybe 45 minutes after the Undisputed clip went on YouTube, Kwame Brown says on Instagram, okay, I'm just waking up. You know you done fucked up, right? Then he goes live. It took him about 8 minutes, and then he started cooking. He gave Shannon Sharpe that mama's cooking. He said, LeBron already has a wife, nigga. Get up off your knees. Pow! Pow! And then he said a whole bunch of other things. And the back and forth is just, it's beautiful. It's premium black news. Now, also this afternoon, we're going to talk about the police went to this hoe-ass nigga's home, Ja Morant. Folks, that's a hoe-ass nigga. I'm not going to call him out of his name because, truthfully, the word bitch is too good for some of these hoe-ass niggas. Ja Morant's a hoe-ass nigga. You know what he's been going through with the flash and the blicky twice on Instagram. In my opinion, Ja Morant is the problem. And him, yesterday, up on Instagram, posting pictures and then saying bye, bye, bye. This is what hoe-ass niggas do. He then took the post down, which then led to, you know, a viral, you know, news rush. And this hoe-ass nigga, you know, has done this, you know, during the goddamn NBA playoffs leading into the finals because the attention is not on his hoe-ass. I have no biological kids. I've got thousands, perhaps a couple of million kids because I am the father of a lot of things by way of media. But I don't have any biological kids, so I can't really say what should or shouldn't be done about Ja Morant, but I am a strong believer in tough love. Nike has just released his sneaker. I'm not going to promote, you know, his sneaker, but today, TMZ.com, despite all the controversy, the shoes were clearly a hot commodity with a ton of people going to Twitter to express their frustrations over missing out on the drop and sold out. Sold out. The sneakers, okay? I don't know how to approach the showrunner. Police conduct welfare check on Ja Morant. I'm going to say this again. If you're a parent, I give you a lot of credit. Seriously, you have not only the responsibility to raise your beautiful life forces, but you have the horror of social media in their ears and in their eyes at an early age. Is there anything that can be done about Ja Morant? Is bad behavior now being rewarded by Nike? I think, well, matter of fact, in my opinion, I know he's the problem. In my opinion, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. He's the problem. Why couldn't you just sit back and leave the playoffs alone? Don't make it about yourself. But he put up these posts on Instagram saying, bye. Well, bye, hoe-ass nigga, bye. But it's not going to be that easy because, again, the sneakers have dropped. I'm sure he's going to be back in the spotlight, and I don't know what else to say. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? Maybe I can tie Ja Morant into Shannon Sharpe, who went ape shit. The video is in my community section. Troll babies, what is Ja Morant's father's name? Is it T. Morant? Is it T. Morant? His father. I don't want to bother Deeds just yet, but I saw, as many of you did, Ja Morant's father back when Shannon Sharpe, they were at the Grizzlies game, and Shannon Sharpe, he's got on the sweater and he's woofing and barking at the Grizzlies, and then Ja Morant's father, who was wearing sunglasses inside, that's that Fugazi shit. He's got the sunglasses. Him and Shannon Sharpe go back and forth. Okay, yeah, Deed says it's T. Yeah, T. T looks a little zesty. Hey, T. Hey, girl. Maybe that's where Ja gets it from because, we saw Ja on the private plane guzzling the Casamigos. Turned his lips up. Okay, I'm wild. Let me slow down. Anyway. I just don't know what to say about Ja Morant. I don't know what to say. I think he's a hoe-ass nigga. I think he's the problem. I don't blame his friends. He is what we used to call an attention whore. An attention whore. You can chime in if you like. If not, we'll just keep it pushing. I got another showrunner coming up lately. All right? Okay. Give me a second on the phone lines. I want to put something else on the table here. Salute to the homie Jordan Tower on YouTube. Jordan Tower, who I met a couple of years ago, prior to the pandemic. He and I had a lunch here in the Atlanta, Georgia area, right before I moved down here. And he put up a video. Catch this. Wack 100 reacts to DJ Envy losing his cool over Rick Ross talking about pleasing envious wife, right? Someone sent me the link. Thank you. Okay. And it just, a fucking halo went over my head. Bing! And a light bulb. Bing! I said, holy shit. That's why I should give the paperwork to, with Rashawn Casey, a.k.a. DJ Envy, and the letter from the judge. My nigga Wack 100, a.k.a. Clayface. Can I get an amen in the live chat if you think I should somehow, sorta, maybe get this paperwork to Wack 100? And let's stop calling him Clayface because he and I may be doing some business soon, huh? Yeah, he's the hottest nigga on Clubhouse. I don't have the Clubhouse app. Anybody got an email? Or should I hit him on Instagram with the DMs? That's all you niggas do is DM these days. Send me an email address if anybody has an email address on Wack 100. Okay, anyway. Let's get to that later, okay? Florida Boy Jay, are you out there? So I want to talk to Florida Boy Jay. Dana may call in. Left-handed, I'm not sure. Shannon Sharpe went in, and then Kwame Brown clapped right back. Pow, 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 pow. Was Shannon Sharpe adding sauce onto what Kwame said about LeBron losing? And I have to agree with Kwame Brown. Like, if you have to keep talking stats to prove or what you consider to be your point about LeBron James, that's where you lose the argument. Michael Jordan dominated when he played. It's all about the rings. LeBron had to hook up with other greats to get rings. And let me just say this about stats and things of that nature, because I was born in 1964, in case you're new to the show. I worked at record labels for a decade before you ever heard of me on radio. I was an East Coast retail and marketing rep for WEA, Warner Electra Atlantic, promoting pop, rock, and a little hip-hop and R&B. The stats and the numbers do not necessarily mean credibility and authenticity. If you go by the stats and numbers, then Vanilla Ice is better than Public Enemy, better than Boogie Down Productions, and we know that's bullshit. I may have to really just black out today, because this argument of LeBron's stats, but the nigga got swept. Phone line's open right now, okay? Coming up a little later, I don't want to put too much on the table right now, but I just want to say I have another topic I want to discuss. Did I say R.I.P. to Jonathan Majors yet? Oh my God, troll babies, can I just go left again for a second? Who goes to Red Lobster these days? Anybody? I haven't taken a bitch to Red Lobster since 1990. Valley Stream. Anybody know what the Red Lobster is in Valley Stream in Queens? Heading down there, Sunrise Highway? That was back in the early 90s. Damn. Shit. Oh, and her mother, Megan Good's mother, was with them. I'm not going to talk about nobody's mother, unless there's a bag on the table. Oh, shit. Zell, my nigga. See, that's what I want to hear. Go off, OG. Yeah, man, let's go there. Let's go there. Okay. Uh-oh. Florida boy Jay. Is that left-handed too? Who do I bring in first? Let me see if this is left-handed. Peace. It's left-handed. Thursday afternoon. Peace.
Peace. What's the deal?
Peace. Let me tell Florida boy Jay, hold on a second. I want you to rock. And when is the next episode of Down in Sports coming up, sir? Please.
The next episode of Down in Sports Talk is coming up Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. For myself and Yada Bear had a very, very spirited conversation in regards to this LeBron James and Kwame Brown thing. I want to talk about that, and then I want to talk about the Ja Morant thing if I can.
Okay.
First of all,
did you see the video? Because I called you this morning. You were working. Shannon Sharpe went balls deep in Kwame, but Kwame clapped back. This was really out of character for Shannon Sharpe. Is he really a fanboy, as Kwame Brown says, for LeBron James? What's going on?
He absolutely is. And again, at the end of the day, Shannon Sharpe, I wouldn't really necessarily call it going, way in. He kept it on the statistical thing, like these cats always do. And for me, it was about this particular series right here. It wasn't about his career or his legacy or anything like that. You know what I mean? And I saw the video you sent me, and I saw the video that Kwame Brown when he clapped back. I saw all of that.
Okay.
So for me, Kwame Brown was dead right. Kwame Brown was dead right. He talks about, every time you speak to somebody in regards to LeBron, they always bring up these stats. The stats don't lie. The stats ain't going to never change. Right? It's always the other stuff. It's the other stuff. Now, if you want to talk about this series in particular, which I think that's what Kwame was speaking on, right? The Lakers had 4 chances. They was in each and every single one of those games. They deferred to LeBron. And in game 4 in particular, LeBron James, towards the end of the game, He took a shot and hit the side of the backboard. They called timeout with 4 seconds left. Why couldn't LeBron be a decoy? Since it's supposed to be Anthony Davis's team.
Okay.
Why couldn't LeBron be a decoy and pass the ball out to AD?
Okay.
But no, everything is about, LeBron is the greatest guy. LeBron is this, LeBron is that, LeBron is the third. At the end of the day, now you talk about LeBron saying he was playing with an injured foot. So for me, it's like, what is it? You know what I mean? It's always something with this dude.
Right.
And I'm going to definitely respect the algorithm because I'm better than that. You know what I mean?
No. Hang on. Left-handed. I'm sipping some more of that Snoop Dogg Cali wine. Fuck the algorithm. We have to find out why Shannon Sharpe flipped the fuck out. What's going on with this nigga? Is he on LeBron's tip? Kwame clapped back and said, LeBron has a wife. Her name is Savannah. Get off your knees, boy. That was a hard shot. Go ahead. That was a hard shot.
I mean, yeah, that was hard body right there. But I think, Shannon Sharpe definitely is a fanboy, or however you want to, slice it. And I think that, again, at the end of the day, we don't talk about LeBron in his entirety. We talk about specific situations, and then everybody wants to go crazy and say, you a hater, and this and that. Get the fuck off.
Right.
We disrespecting the algorithm. Knock it off. So Kwame Brown was absolutely right. Yeah, Kwame Brown was a bust. He said it himself. I wasn't where I was supposed to be. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And Shannon Sharpe, how are you going to translate your football situation into over here in basketball? Like the man said, there's no first downs in basketball, right? So again, at the end of the day, it's all right to have your opinion, but at the end of the day, he comes on, Undisputed wearing goat masks and all this GOAT James and all this nonsense. For me, at the end of the day, it's great that LeBron James had a great career, right? But it's the other stuff.
Yeah.
We can go up. I got a whole list because I'm not a LeBron dude at all. I got a whole list. And then everybody's going to throw it in. Well, he's the all-time leader scorer. You got that. But on the respect side.
Yeah.
Respect side. You know what I mean? On the respect side, you looking sideways at LeBron, like, word, okay, you got that, B. You know what I mean? Nobody says nothing about his career and his legacy. It's always the stuff. When he wins, it's about LeBron. When he loses, he walks off the court. Okay? Bring that up. All you LeBroniacs, bring that up. He walks off the court. He don't respect nobody. And there's always some other situations about, I don't know if I'm going to keep on playing. I've been playing 18 years. Of course you've been playing 18 years.
All right, now hang on a second, left-hander. I want to jump in here for a second. And Florida Boy Jay, sit tight.
Let's go.
Florida Boy Jay, let me bring him in, but I want him to just let you.
Florida Boy Jay in.
I want
bring
you.
Him in. Let's get
okay,
it.
hang on. Let's one at a time. Okay, so left-handed. Kwame Brown, he owns being a bust in the NBA.
Right.
And this is not because he and I spoke and I'm fond of him as a content creator, as a man of the South. He reminds me of my father's family, and I told him that when I spoke to him. But I don't know if you can call him a bust. He made it to the NBA. He had a lengthy career. Okay, so he didn't meet the expectations of what was expected to happen for him. However, he kept the job. He did right by his family. He's got a pension. I don't know if the word bust really applies. That's just something that now becomes a buzzword. The media wants something to latch on to. Am I wrong, before I go to Florida Boy Jay, about Kwame Brown? I don't think he's a bust. Go ahead.
No, you're not wrong at all. And he said it out of his mouth himself. You know what I mean? Everybody had a good laugh when he first came on and tried to, talking stuff about making up excuses about what happened when he was playing with Jordan and all this and that and the third. So he's self-explanatory. He said he was a bust himself. But again, at the end of the day, like you just explained, he did a lot of stuff in the league that a lot of people wish they could do. It wasn't the best. Yeah. It wasn't the worst.
I don't think anybody could have come up under Michael Jordan and survived. He punched Steve Kerr in the fucking face. He used to talk down to his teammates. He was a dictator, and it worked for him. But anyway, let me just say this also before you speak, Florida Boy Jay. So I just learned by way of Skip Bayless this morning on Undisputed that LeBron James was born left-handed, and he taught himself how to shoot in like a righty, orthodox. I got to give him props for that. Is he ambidextrous, left-handed, LeBron James?
Yes, absolutely. And that adds value to your game. Yeah. If you can go both ways or either way, it adds value to your game. Yeah. But I'm interested in hearing what Florida boy Jay has to say, man. I'm very interested.
Okay, FBJ, good afternoon, big nigga. How you feel, man? What's cracking?
Hey, man.
Peace.
Hey, left-handed, what's good, man? We turned up, man.
Let's go.
We here.
Yeah.
We have two Georgia backwood niggas going back and forth over the barbecue ribs. And I have to say this. I stand with Kwame Brown and his point just off the simple fact that he played with Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. And when he critiqued LeBron about him not taking the last shot, he pretty much was saying LeBron has he can't get to a spot and shoot the ball. He has no post moves. He has no moves, period. He's really just a nigga who's been moving off the brute force and high intellect. He's a basketball savant, and he can pass the ball. Not as good as Magic, but he may be top 5 passers of all time.
Okay.
Talented skill. But when it comes to taking that last shot and making that last shot, you just don't have a spot to go to. And the way you went out was on some BS. That's all he said. Right. And he has the right to do that. Shannon Sharpe, on the other hand, being a bronzexual, being somebody who is not objective, like left-handed said, comes on there with a goat mask, talk about you call him. I call his mom Glow. I don't call her Glory. I call her Glow. Like you rolling with the posse. So we know you're a LeBron James mouthpiece, just like a lot of people on media, as Kwame Brown pointed out, who are managed by Clutch Sports, LeBron James' homeboys agency, which LeBron James funds. So you have an athlete who controls narratives, just like he got swept, and changed narratives from me getting swept to now I'm about to retire and changing the whole conversation. This is what LeBron does. When the NBA's media narrative doesn't work out every year and he folds, their response is always to divert the conversation away from him being a failure. That's the issue.
Okay. All right. Now, hang on a second, Florida boy Jay. So the back and forth that Shannon Sharpe, I mean, he started, if you ask me, unless you tell me different. So Kwame Brown was trending on Twitter. Is that what happened? I don't know. Was Kwame trending on Twitter and then Shannon Sharpe just decided to go in on Kwame Brown? That's a bit odd, yeah?
Yeah, because Kwame Brown dropped the video. Like I said, he dropped that video after the game, the next morning. So
right. But now here's my question. Kwame Brown is on social media. Shannon Sharpe is on a national, television platform, and we from time to time we intertwine, we cross up. It just seemed like Shannon Sharpe just let one off, pow, defending LeBron James. Are he and LeBron friends? I don't know.
Yeah, that Kwame Brown clip was circulating and went viral.
No, I'm asking you. Hang on. Are Shannon Sharpe and LeBron James friends? If not, just say I don't know. It's a direct question. Are they friends?
Yeah. They would appear as friends. They appear close. When Shannon comes to the games, him and LeBron, they dap up, have a little conversation.
Okay.
Look, Shannon Sharpe says he's cool with LeBron. Left-handed can. You would agree, right?
Absolutely. And you saw what happened when the Grizzlies was in L.A. and they had a situation, and Shannon Sharpe was getting ready to choke the hell out of T. Morant. You know what I mean? Because it's acceptable to LeBron.
I thought that was in Memphis. Hang on. I thought that was in Memphis. No?
That was in L.A.
That was L.A.?
That was in
Los Angeles.
Okay.
Yeah, that was in L.A.
I stand corrected. Go ahead.
Absolutely. But, yeah, man, so at the end of the day, it's not really hard to figure out, it's Shannon Sharpe and LeBron. They're so-called, super athletes. They, Hall of Fame material.
Right.
So they run in the same circles. And they're going to defend each other to the fullest, as you can see. But at the end of the day, when you talk about the stats and all that stuff like that, you stay in the stats, and that's fine. You know what I mean? And even when you brought it up, Star, about the game-winning shot, Shannon Sharpe stayed on that. You know what I mean? Or he hit so many game-winning shots at the end of the game. He has more than Jordan. He has more than Kobe. He has more than – so what?
Yeah.
How many he got today?
Right.
Is my question.
Okay.
And so when you talk about Shannon Sharpe and LeBron James, Shannon Sharpe is swinging from the testes. Whee! he's swinging from the Texans, son. So for me, at the end of the day, Shannon Sharpe just showed his fandom, and to me, he kind of played himself.
Gotcha.
Because he brought up everything that you wasn't supposed to bring up. The stats, we know the stats already.
We know the stats.
What happened. Why can't you explain why LeBron didn't pass the ball off?
Yeah.
Why come you can't explain that?
Hang on a second. I want you to speak about Ja Morant.
You got this. Come on, let's go.
I know you're at work. I want you to speak about Ja Morant.
I'm off now. I'm off now, Playboy. Let's get it. I'm off now.
So hang on. So the police conducted a welfare check on Ja Morant.
Yeah.
Ho-ass nigga up on social media. I don't like the fact that he did this during the playoffs leading into the finals. He has been suspended by the NBA. I think that's a great thing. Clearly, he has broken their morality code. And I think now some real intervention needs to occur. Your thoughts on Ja Morant? I'm not a father, left-handed. You don't have any biological kids, right? Or are we being being too hard? I think he needs tough love. I want to see him sat down for a good while. I think he's a bozo, a goofy nigga, and he's a hoe-ass nigga. Please.
If we tell the truth, these other cats gonna get in their feelings.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
The first time he did it, it was all good. Ha ha ha! I got the ooh-ah. I'm waving it. They talk to you. Oh, I went to go find myself. I went to Florida. What? No disrespect, boy Jay. Right. I went to Florida and did what I had to do, and then he came back and doing the same thing. You know what I mean? So now the heat is on him, and so this is what these cats do. So-called cryptic messages, right? Want everybody to kind of like have a pity party for them now all of a sudden. Now it's a pity party, okay? Now if I say what I really want to say, it's going to be all
left-handed. Hang on a second. I've already said fuck the algorithm. Like say what needs to be said. Yeah, I'm not a father. I'm trying not to attack a younger man. He's a man. I'm not with all that goofy. He's a kid shit. Say what needs to be said. Come on, don't hold back. You know sports. I don't.
Yo, man, I just think that at the end of the day, he's trying to get attention. He wants the attention. He wants to he doesn't know how to say in the correct terminology. Like, look, I fucked up. You know what I mean? I need to really, really check myself. He doesn't know how to say that because this generation don't know how to apologize. This generation don't know how to take a step back and analyze themselves. Look within. They always want praise from outside.
Okay, now hang on a second. I thought you were about to say some real shit, so I'm going to jump in. Sure. Hang on, left hand. I'm going to jump in. I thought you were going to say some real shit. No, he's a clown. In his mind, we're hating on him.
Yeah.
We're hating. He's a man, a father. Every time you see him and his daughter, he's teaching his daughter the gritty. He's not sorry, in my opinion. Florida Boy Jay, let's go to you. Ja Morant, police conducted a welfare check. You don't have to agree with anything I said. What are your thoughts? And the sneakers just dropped, according to TMZ. Florida Boy Jay.
Yeah, my thoughts on Ja Morant is he's just an irresponsible 23-year-old that's in the limelight and that's making decisions in his position. And he's an idiot. And my whole point was that and I'll always take it back because, I'm FBA, so we always going to go there. And as somebody who is FBA, we need to call him out and ostracize him as an outlier in our community because at the end of the day, we don't need to be showed examples of young niggas getting $250 million and waving around Glock 9s and Rugers and dance around the NBA young boy talking about it's a party in my city. Yeah. No, nigga, they got you about the league. No, nigga, they're going to take your endorsement. And we cannot be allowing and making excuses for niggas like Ja Morant because, like I said, this is that free my nigga mentality and your nigga caught 20 bodies. He needs
Florida Boy Jay, with all due respect, sir, you're sounding like a tether. You're sounding like COINTELPRO. You're sounding like an agent. Mm-hmm. If you're FBA, you got to ride with this nigga and everybody else is wrong.
No. That's not COINTELPRO. That's not being a tether. That's holding your own accountable. That's
White supremacy.
When a nigga does something stupid, you be like, hey, my nigga, that was a dumb decision. Not everybody needs yes men around them.
Right.
That's not what we need to be representing.
Okay. And Florida Boy Jay, I'm not sure if you were on the line the other night. I asked Crown, I'm waiting on the plan of action for foundational Black Americans. If you could send me that, I would love to see it. If you find it, okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Left-handed last words, so I got to take more calls. I want to keep it pushing. Left-handed, Shannon Sharpe goes in on Kwame Brown. What happens next? Will Kwame Brown now fire off 10 more videos? I hope so. What say you?
I hope he does too. That's how he do it. He finds something and latches onto it and rides until the wheels fall off, man. So I hope he does. And I'm gonna say this before I get up out of here, man. Shannon Sharpe, he absolutely played himself. He showed himself to who he really is. You know what I mean? And instead of talking to the facts, he talk about everything and try to bloviate and make, Kwame Brown look like the bad guy in this situation. Kwame Brown's not the bad guy at all in this situation, yo. Down at In Sports Talk, Tuesday nights, 8 to 9 p.m. Shout out, respect to my co-D, Yada Bear. You know what I mean? And I'm out, man.
So
Florida Boy J, peace.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
talk to you, Star.
Okay, thank you, man. Thank you. Okay, Florida Boy J, hold on a second. I want to make sure I don't hang up on you by mistake. Stay with me. Pow, okay. Left hand is gone. All right. I'm going to change my showrunner. I'm going to move on from Ja Morant. Unless you want to say something about his sneaker dropping today. I know nothing about his sneaker. Drops today. You're a sneaker guy, yes?
Yeah, it dropped today. It's a nice shoe. It's a pretty dope shoe. But, Nike is known for making pretty great shoes. So, and having him as a cover athlete from his athletic ability and his accomplishments is dope. But what he's doing on the back end isn't. And it's okay to call your own out when they act like an idiot, when they do things to jeopardize the bag. We can't be co-signing everything in our community, because that's why we be in the positions that we get in, because we allow gutter mentality to seep through individuals who weren't raised like that, and then let them behave how they want to just because they got some money in their pocket. That's not what we doing. You call it what you want. Anybody can do it. I'm just going to stand on my stance that in any culture, any race, any brotherhood, anything, you can call it tribalism. You can just call it being human, whatever. Okay,
hang on a second. The sneakers are selling for an estimated $200. Will you be ordering a pair for yourself, Florida Boy J?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
It is not because of what he did.
I'm going to buy 5 pair.
Regardless.
I'm going to buy 5 pair. I think within the next 5 years or so, he's going to black out, dumb out. I don't wish anything bad upon him, but he's going to take it there. That nigga's the problem, and those sneakers, hopefully they'll be worth triple that amount, when something else happens. Just want to say that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm now being a sneaker reseller, sneakerhead, sneaker enthusiast.
Yeah.
Ja Morant ain't gonna be worth anything, regardless of what he does, because unless it's an Air Jordan, niggas ain't buying it. You'll get your Barkley retros, you'll get your pennies. You might get some Pippins, some Sean Kemps. You might get some old, some Iversons to drop. But outside of Michael Jeffrey Jordan, ain't no tennis shoe dropping gonna be worth triple the price in 20 years.
I hear you,
but
they're called correct me if I'm wrong, Ja One Hunger? That's what they're called?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm as soon as we finish talking, I'm going to go see if I can buy some online. What's that online site? Is it StockX? Yeah, I'm going to go to StockX.
But don't go there. Don't go to StockX, because they have an issue with verifying, and they got hit with a lawsuit by Nike, because Nike bought some fake shoes from there. They bought some shoes from StockX and verified they were indeed fake. So I would go ahead and go to GOAT. GOAT is the alternative app. I've bought about 7-8 pairs of sneakers from GOAT. You can even buy them early delivery. Out. But GOAT has new and used shoes with pictures. If you don't want to get the new one and pay $550, you can probably pay about $450 for a used pair. Lightly, depending on the condition. Go to GOAT. Don't go to StockX.
All right. Hey, man, good to talk to you. When is your next live, or when did you go live last, Florida Boy J?
Nigga, hey, man, listen, we about to go live in about 45 minutes.
Okay.
We probably about to go live. So,
Turn up.
When I get off, we about to gear up.
Turn up.
We turning up, nigga.
Okay. Thank you, man. Thank you for calling in, Florida Boy J.
Well, the boy Jay, holla at me. Have a good day.
Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Folks, subscribe to one of my sponsors, Devious J on YouTube. Okay, right there. And I'm doing some discount prices for new sponsors and advertisers. So I'll put my email address on the screen shortly. Jonathan Wright, I got your donation via Cash App. Thank you, sir. Okay. Is it Naja Star? Thank you. Here is my donation to this congregation. Bless you, Star. Thank you so much, Naja, if I said that right. Okay. Ken, I got your donation. Salute, Star. Enjoying the show. Keep it gated. Thank you. Nate, I got your donation supporting the machine. Thank you, Nate. Good to hear from you, sir. Hold on a second. Okay, someone sent me. Is this Wack 100's email address? Yeah, I'm about to halt this nigga, man. It only makes sense. Now, is this his email address or is this part of the 100 ENT? It only makes sense. I have not heard from Ricky Rose about the paperwork that I offered, the settlement between Rashawn Casey, Clear Channel, now known as iHeart. I didn't give DJ Envy a dime. Not a dime, you know? But he got a settlement, and I got the letter from the judge telling me that the court has no jurisdiction over this settlement. So since he's been talking about things, lying, pretending millions. Now, after taxes, he may have gotten from Clear Channel back in 2006, maybe $473,000 after taxes. I deal with receipts, kids. I was in no rush to put that out. I was going to save that for my documentary, but, you know, it only makes sense. Give it to Wack 100. Oh, did I mention why? Let me slow down. I'm going so fast here this afternoon. Let me mention why I think this should go to Wack 100. So the Jordan Tower video that was dropped today on YouTube, Wack 100 mentions my name. He wasn't disrespectful. I think he said the crazy guy, Star. Now, folks, in case you're new to this show, I'm very well known, not necessarily liked, but I am respected. And most of these people know me. They pretend they don't know my name or they can't remember. He said on Clubhouse, well he said, what's the guy's name, the crazy one? And somebody said Star. He said, yeah, Star. Remember a couple of months ago, Fat Joe was on Instagram because something he was talking. He said, what's the guy's name? Star. But he could have said some crazy shit. He could have been hella disrespectful because I trolled Jason Taylor years ago. What year was that? Maybe 2015? Rapper Game. I trolled him. I called the police because, you know, hey, I'm one of the fathers of trolling along with Howard Stern. So back then, a lot of people couldn't understand that type of trolling. And he was, or does he still manage Game? Does he still manage Game? I never sued Game. I just, I called one of my uncles. I said, hey, can you write up this guy, Jason Taylor? He was up on the Breakfast Club talking about he told me something. He said, what did he tell you? I said, he ain't tell me nothing. The only thing a nigga could ever tell me is the time of fucking day. But, I got to get my weight up on. I was doing the Star Chamber at that time. You guys remember that? Anyway, it only makes sense to send this paperwork to Wack 100. Blade, I got your email. Thank you, Blade. Look at Blade snitching. Oh. Okay, thank you, Blade. Damn, Blade, slow down. I got the email. Take it easy. Take it easy. Whoa, wait a minute. Slow down a second. All right, yeah, I don't want to go into that whole takeoff from the Migos killing, condolences, R.I.P. Yeah, I'm up to speed. Offset said he was never related to Takeoff. I'm up to speed on that. I thought he said that years ago on Vlad TV. Yes, no? I thought he said that years ago. Area code 267. Sit tight. You're up next. Sit tight. Okay, Jersey's Concrete. Keep me posted when you're calling in. Jersey's Concrete. Damn, but Blade, you slow down. I got the email address. Now he's sending me company information. What the fuck? Yeah, I know his government name, and I'm sure he knows mine. The fucking Blade. Oh, God damn, Blade. Take it easy. Take it easy. Okay. Phil, I got your donation. Phil, thank you for your patience. Where do you want to start, sir? Shannon Sharpe went in on Kwame Brown. Phil.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me good?
Yes, sir. What's cracking? Let's get to it.
Yeah, I want to get on Shannon Sharpe, man. I try to have patience for him, and I try to work with him, but he just keeps disappointing. Just keeps disappointing everybody. Yeah. I don't know if you remember.
Sir, you're on a Puerto Rican headset. Can you make some adjustments? It's going in and out, in and out. We want to hear you, sir. Make some adjustments.
I don't remember. I don't know if you remember a couple months ago, Shannon was coming at Skip. Actually, he was coming at Tom Brady, and Skip went off on him, and then he took his glasses off, slammed the table, and said, "Why you got to talk about my career? This has nothing to do with Tom Brady."
Okay.
And then he turns around and does the same thing. This ain't got nothing to do with LeBron, with Kwame's career. Kwame was just speaking his opinion. He didn't have to go off on him like that. Like, Shannon Sharpe is wishy-washy, and he's always going back and forth. I'm glad Kwame clapped back at him. He needs to stop nut hugging on LeBron. That's all I had to say.
Well, no. Now, did you see the video? It's in my community section. If you didn't, he went ape shit, and I said, "Whoa, this is really out of character." Did you see the video?
Yeah, I seen the video. I didn't see Skip's response, but I seen Shannon. He was going crazy on him. I mean, bullet after bullet after bullet. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Because when Skip did this to you, you had to send an apology and talk all crazy. You didn't like that, but now.
Well, hang on a second. Stay with me, because if you find the time, go back and watch Skip Bayless when he starts talking. Shannon keeps interrupting him, and then he calls Kwame Brown the tallest farmer in America. I mean, he went ballistic.
Look, man, Kwame came from a rough upbringing, and just for him to make it first round draft, that should be enough, for real. You know what I mean? But Shannon, I don't know.
Did you see Kwame Brown clap back at Shannon Sharpe? I loved when he said LeBron already has a wife. Her name is Savannah. Get up off your knees, boy. He was talking to Shannon Sharpe.
Nah, I didn't see that, but that's crazy, though. I'm glad he clapped back.
Okay. Hey, man, I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Enjoy your day.
Yes, sir. Okay. Folks, the hater misses nothing, huh? I pay attention to all this dumb shit. Newt, I got your donation. The nerve of FBJ talking about merch. Yeah, we're still waiting on his merch. The bag got different, so I got different. It's my guy, though. Okay, here's Blade. Here's Blade again. Star made Clear Channel back up that money truck, but as soon as he heard how much Uncle Sam wanted to take out in taxes, the nigga ran straight to the Jew. Blade, you send Skrilla. I didn't have to run to the Jew. I've had a Hasidic accountant for years, decades, if you will. And I donate to yeshivas, Blade. So yes, when they backed up the truck, I knew what to do. My accountant advised me. Thank you, Blade. This nigga stays on my head. Pause. Blade, your other email, I think that's trolling. I'm not sure, but that's not my focus this afternoon. But thank you, okay? All right, I'm going to shift gears if nobody gives a goddamn about Ja Morant. Let me put something on the table here, and let me take a little time to comb through this. My showrunner. Why don't we trust each other anymore? You've been hearing me talk about how Atlanta has changed. I've been coming to Atlanta since the late 80s, back when Ghetto Mafia started trap music. Straight from the deck, Decatur, okay? I used to come to the Jack the Rapper conventions and everything. And then in 2019, I moved down here because a radio corporation gave me some money for a holder's fee. And I've been here for a couple of years. I'm moving back to Stone Harbor, New Jersey next month. And I've been talking about the vibe, how it's changed in Atlanta. But this morning, I started thinking about it's not just Atlanta. I think it's the nation now. We don't trust each other as society, mankind. I'm not a sociologist, but I am I study human nature. I interact with people, common people more so. I'm all over the place. I'm always driving somewhere. Athens, Macon, Augusta, Duluth, all over the goddamn place. I'm always going places to talk to what I consider to be the common people. I'm a common man, even though I'm in the eye of the tornado, so to speak. And I think that nationwide, maybe worldwide, we don't trust each other anymore. Is it because of technology? Is it because of our true nature, which I believe is hatred? I wrote a book about that, you know this. Is it due to economics and finance? Why don't we trust each other anymore? Why don't we tell our neighbors now when we're going away, can you watch the house? Anybody remember that? You used to tell your neighbor, hey, the family's going away for the weekend. Can you keep an eye on things? Nope, nobody does that anymore. You don't even trust your fucking neighbor. You got security cameras because you suspect that the neighbor and their goddamn kids are going to come in your shit. Can I get an amen? Your television shows in the late 60s, throughout the 70s, and into the early to mid 80s, well, early 80s, people would literally walk into other people's houses or apartments without knocking. Remember that? Good times, you would see Walona just open the door. Hey, y'all, walk right in. Florida, Michael, JJ, and James, they would just be in the goddamn kitchen, and Walona will walk right in. All these other television shows, that was a common thing. But why now do we not trust each other? And it's not paranoia. I'm not paranoid. I just don't fuck with a lot of people. I don't DM with too many bum-ass, generic niggas. And when I say niggas, I'm talking about you fucking white losers as well. Because you get to taking screenshots of conversations. You record and shit. I mean, I record conversations because, you know, I'm a prick. But you do it, a lot of you, because it's the norm now. It's the norm. Why don't we trust each other anymore? If you want to join that conversation, please do. I've got time this afternoon. I'm doing research. I see you guys sent in a few donations. Sit tight. I'll get to you. So to wrap that up, I'm moving back to New Jersey, as you should know. And I'm not going to miss Atlanta. I've had a great time here. And again, I've been coming here since the late 80s. This was a beautiful place, but no longer. The common interest has changed. There's no longer the thread of decency. I feel bad at my age, 59 years of age, going into Walmart and these other places, Publix and Kroger's. I see some young black people. I don't speak to them. I suspect them to be doing something, sadly. I'm not proud of that. I'm ashamed of that. Growing up in the 70s, going to North Carolina with my family, as I've told you before, driving through North Carolina, black people on their porches or at stores would wave. My father's waving, my white mother's waving. I said to my father, "Hey, Bill, do you know those people?" He said, "No, boy, that's your kinfolk." That was how black people greeted each other, communicated, possibly through, I don't want to get too weird, but, telepathy. Hey, y'all. Remember that? Anybody? Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Didn't even fucking know these people. And they didn't know you. But, hey, y'all. That was a big thing in the South. Late 80s in Atlanta. You come down here, you hang out, you get a little fish scale. You could ride through College Park, East Point. Hey, y'all, nobody bother you. Now you got niggas screw facing you. You got bitches trying to line you up. Everybody's scamming. I just want to say that. Let's go to area code 682. Good afternoon. Shannon Sharpe versus Kwame Brown. Are you up to speed? 682.
I'm not. I was calling about the last thing you said about trust. About the trust shit. Trust stuff.
Okay, you're on a speakerphone, sir. We don't have time for that this afternoon. Do you want to make the adjustments and have a conversation?
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. Yes, sir. Good afternoon. How are you?
Hey, what's up, big nigga? Yeah, man. I don't know. It might be interracial dating, man. People don't like that, bro. I think that's what it is. What you think about? Interracial dating turns people's stomachs. And there's too much of that going on, man. And it's not fair. All the girls want the black guys, man. It's only going to get worse.
Are you trolling, sir, or are you serious? And how old are you?
I'm not trolling, man. A lot of females are racist. They only like black guys. They only like darker than the brown paper bag guys. I'm lighter than the brown paper bag, man.
What does that have to do with people trusting each other who have no interest in sex or, socializing at, parties and things or clubs? Just common, going through the day, a common experience. People don't even want to speak. People suspect other people of doing something. That's what I'm talking about. Why don't we trust each other?
Yeah, that's a fact. I don't know what that's about, man. Like I said, I hit and move. I got 9 kids. I don't take care of none of my kids, man, because they'll put you on child support when they get mad at you.
Right.
I ain't sticking around if a bitch get pregnant. I'm out of there.
Can I make a suggestion, sir?
Yeah.
Put the Mossberg in your mouth and do the Lord's work, okay? I'm trying to have a serious conversation. Goofy. Don't call me on a speakerphone talking gibberish. Why don't we trust each other anymore? I'm out of here. I'm going to miss this place, but, it's changed. It's time to go. Brian, I got your donation. Star, you will never see an FBA agenda. Ooh. I have yet to get a 5-point plan or plan of action from foundational Black Americans. I'm waiting. You know? I've traced my lineage decades ago. Erica, got your donation. Thank you, sir. I don't know what it says. It just says message retracted. People are self-absorbed and self-involved. Okay. But why? What has gotten us to that point? Capitalism is a beautiful system. However, we have become greedy. We have become consumers who live above and beyond our means, you know? Young Kobe got you donation. The media and the CIA, that's why, Star. It's not the best interest of the government for us to trust each other. Okay, thank you for your donation. The CIA and the media. Are people easily programmed? Are most people like sheep? There's an old saying, if you knew better, you'd do better, right? Thank you for your donation. Amen. Amen, did you send me the email earlier? Someone sent me an email. Was that you? You sent me Wack 100 on Jordan Tower's YouTube channel. If that was you, thank you. Yeah, Jordan Tower, man. Oh, man, he used to direct some really, really good videos. And he did Young Berg's videos back in the days. Anybody know that? Jordan Tower Films. Great guy. We had coffee out here years ago. Was that you? Amen. I got your donation. He says, we are here for the bullshit. It's all bullshit. That's a fact. Pop 799. People mindset changed at a time. Respect became secondary and unity is out the window. Now we're talking. Area code 334. Sit tight. You're up next. 334. Sit tight. Okay. Hold on. Primo, what's good, man? I know you have a personal issue. Okay. Yeah, I got to holler at Cassius, a.k.a. Wack 100. We're going to put all that other shit aside. Why didn't I think of that 2 days ago when I did the video about DJ Benji, a.k.a. Envy, versus Rick Ross? That's the perfect person to give the goddamn paperwork to. I'm saving it for my goddamn documentary, but then I said, big nigga, suppose you have a stroke like Jamie Foxx, allegedly. That's not funny. Let me slow down. Suppose you have a mild stroke like Jamie Foxx, according to Mike Tyson. Do something with the paperwork now. And I started thinking, because I'm a thinking nigga, and I said, oh shit, Wack 100. Jamal, we got your donation. Society rewards fuckery. Thus, we can't trust anymore. Thank you. That's a great comment. Society rewards fuckery. Yeah, John Morant is being rewarded for his bad behavior. This goofy nigga, goofy weirdo nigga. Sneakers just dropped. Good afternoon, 334. I'm a little out there right now. Just let you know. 334. Are you there?
Yeah, what's going on, Star? This is Terrence. I did send in a cash app.
Thank you, sir. Where do you want to start?
Yes, sir. Well, I watched the video with Shannon.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I get it. Shannon is a fan, and he may feel how you feel about LeBron, but, man, there's a lot of people who ignore a lot of information about Jordan, you know.
Right.
And, look, I'm not denying – both guys are great. LeBron and Jordan are both all-time great players, so you can't take nothing away from either one. But there's a lot of stuff about Jordan that people tend to ignore. People try to look at the 6 years that he won like that was the totality of his career. It wasn't. He was 1-9 in the final in the playoffs before Pippen got there. He was swept twice by Larry Bird. And then, let's just say if Shannon is going overboard to protect LeBron, well, Charles Oakley will pull up and fight people for saying stuff about Jordan, you know, and it's like...
Well, hang on a second, sir. Jordan never lost in the finals. What did you say? You said he what?
He was swept twice by Larry Bird in the playoffs.
In the playoffs? Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
Not the finals, sir.
687. He was swept twice.
Not
even the game he scored 63, and Larry Bird said he was like God in tennis shoes. They lost that series. He didn't win one game.
Okay. And are you a Jordan fan?
Now,
are you a Jordan fan, LeBron James?
Yeah,
Who am I speaking to?
I am, but I'm just objective about Jordan because I am from Alabama, so we know all the stories when he was down here playing baseball about how wild he was. But the thing is, but people want to say, well, LeBron's a crybaby, he's flopping, he's doing this, he's doing that. According to Isaiah Thomas, and you can say he's bitter or whatever, but Isaiah Thomas is still a great, he's still one of the best point guards of all time.
Right.
He said when Jordan was getting beat up against the Bad Boy Pistons, he went to the commissioner and cried about the rules, and then they implemented something called the Jordan rules.
Mm-hmm.
Now I tend to believe that to some extent because Jordan and the commissioner had this relationship, and I think that because of the revenue that Michael Jordan was generating for the NBA, of course, Bird and Magic really elevated the game, but Jordan, through the shoes, the commercials, just took it through the roof, and the money was higher than it had ever been before.
Okay, now hang on a second, sir. I'm not saying you're wrong, but let's have that discussion. Jordan elevated not just himself, but Phil Jackson was not a winning coach. He came in after Doug Collins. Doug Collins was Michael Jordan's first coach on the Bulls. Jordan elevated the people around him. Unlike LeBron, who had to go to Miami and link up with D. Wade, who was a bad motherfucker. Let's not get it twisted. Jordan dug down deep and became better. He became better, and he elevated the team with him. And that's just part of the reason why we respect him. Respect. A lot of people like LeBron because he's an easygoing guy. He's very media friendly. He'll sit there and talk to you, laugh and joke with you. But there's a lot of people, and I'm going to say from the dominant society, they see Jordan as this dark-skinned dictator, not necessarily a likable guy, but a bad motherfucker. Sir Larry Bird was my favorite basketball player. I had to give it up to that black son of a bitch Jordan after he crushed Magic Johnson and the Lakers. I said, "Holy shit! I've just watched the new nigga." Go ahead. You were saying? Go ahead.
Okay. Now, in my opinion, I do think the competition that LeBron went up against in the finals is better than Jordan. That's just my opinion.
You're a liar, sir, but go ahead.
I'll say this.
You're a liar.
Okay,
go ahead.
That's just my opinion. But I'll say this.
Yeah, you're a liar.
I'll say this. Jordan, when I was talking about what he did for the league and all of that, his gambling was out of control, Star. Like this guy would play.
Sir, don't make it personal. Keep it on basketball. Sir,
no, I'm just saying.
Keep it on basketball.
In
Keep it on basketball.
We're talking basketball.
Keep it on basketball.
He would play golf the days before his game.
Keep it on basketball, sir.
He would play golf the days before his game.
Sir, keep it on basketball, because if you start going there, then I have to talk about some of my favorite football players that would drink beers at fucking halftime in the goddamn 70s. Keep it on basketball, please. Come on.
Okay, but Star, please, just give me this.
Go ahead.
The guy was gambling, and technically they say that his baseball was a secret suspension from the NBA for point shaving.
Sir, you were doing great. Now you're doing conspiracy. Come on. I'm letting you finish up. Come on.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. See, that's why LeBron can't win, because it's all this protection for Jordan. They don't want to expose his gambling. So you prove my point. It's like you can't win because they want to protect.
No, sir, I didn't prove your point, sir, because to what you just said, in my mind, I've seen LeBron James travel over the fucking decades. He travels a lot, and people just pretend like, oh, did he travel? No, he didn't travel. He took an extra step. It was needed.
Okay, well, Steph Curry carries. Steph Curry benefits from moving screens.
We're talking about
James
LeBron,
Harden,
sir. LeBron.
He's traveling.
LeBron, sir. We talking about Jordan and LeBron.
On the last play
Sir. You're going someplace else now. LeBron traveling and flopping. But I'll let you finish up. Go ahead. I'll let you finish up.
But I'm saying Jordan pushed off in that last play against the Jazz. He hit the shot. You want to ignore it, like Jordan didn't play for the Wizards.
Right.
I mean, the guy, he's not perfect. That's all I'm saying. Jordan is not perfect,
Okay. All right. Sir, are you FBA by any chance, Foundational Black American?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you please send me the plan of action for reparations? I've been trying to get it for the last fucking 30 days. Please, can you send it right now? Right now.
Oh. I don't know if there's a plan, Star. I've just been hearing a lot of speculation for years.
Well, sir, I'm talking about the organization. It's an organization, Foundational Black Americans. The plan of action. Please send that to me. Okay?
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, God bless, man. Folks, I'm on this Snoop Dogg Cali Red Wine. I'm feeling really, really good right now. Troll babies. Let me spend a little time with my kids. Hold on a second. Eric's, okay, I read that one. Hold on. Somebody said, Star, can you give us an update on Deeds? Yeah, she's seeing out of both eyes now. You guys send Deeds a goddamn donation. Show some respect. I don't even look in that fucking live chat. I'm looking at the goddamn, the phone queue, PayPal, emails, and Super Chat. Deeds handles the live chat. We got one goddamn person. You people are able to talk hella crazy. You make threats and all sorts of shit up in there. Deeds lets you do that. Send her a donation. Dante says, Star, people don't trust themselves amongst today's digital and chemical temptations. Also, have you ever seen a documentary called Above Majestic? Yes, I have. Very interesting. Salute to the machine. Thank you, Dante. Guys, on the screen, one of my longtime sponsors, Andre from AndreTattoos.com. Tell him I sent you, please, okay? What time is it? Okay, we're going to keep on rocking here. I feel like talking, you know? Okay, and thank you. Hey, Bernice. Okay, that's Wack 100's email address. I'm going to email that big nigga right after the show. I'm say, hey, big nigga. Hey, big nigga. Are you interested in some Rashawn Casey paperwork? I'll keep you guys posted. Doc One says we don't spread love anymore. Okay. I think that has legs to it. We don't spread love anymore because if you look at the music, which represented the culture, 60s and the 70s. Oh, R&B in the 70s was fucking beautiful. The Shy Lights, Love Unlimited, Barry White, The Moments, Blue Magic. Teddy Pendergrass. Wow. Ashford and Simpson, you know? You could be right, sir. We don't spread love anymore. The music is just, you know, bang, bang, shoot 'em up, nigga, die slow. You know? Hold on a second. Amen. Okay, yes. Amen says, yes, sir, it was me. Thank you, Amen. Okay, so guys, Eamon, who might be in the live chat, that's who sent me the link to Wack 100, who mentioned my name. And salute to Wack 100, man. You know, he pretended he didn't know who I was. He said, well, what's the guy's name, the crazy guy? Star. But he wasn't disrespectful, so I'm going to extend the olive branch. I have what I think is an email address after the show. I'm going to reach out and see if he's interested in the paperwork. Oh, wait a minute. You know what else I just thought of? Holy shit. Holy shit. You guys remember I used to put in my community section some of the letters between myself and Larry Davis, troll babies? Most of you probably won't know who Larry Davis was. Anybody remember? I used to post in my community section the letters from Larry Davis to me because we knew each other. Folks, I'm as old as dust. I was born in 1964. And I've got paperwork. And at some point, I may want to, put it out there. Did Star snitch on Larry Davis? Troll babies, you guys remember that? I mean, I can go grab a fucking letter right now and put it on the screen, but I've already posted that stuff. See, Larry Davis knew me by two names back in the 80s. He knew me as Ali Kwan and Julito. And when he found out, well, he was locked up when he found out I was on the radio, Hot 97. He used to write letters to the radio station. Yo, Ali Kwan, you up there? How you get up there? Hey, yo, I should send some of that paperwork to Wack 100. Let me come back to this. Area code 231, good afternoon. Shannon Sharpe went ape shit. Are you up to speed? Oh, Kwame Brown.
Yeah, I'm up to speed, Star.
Yes, sir. How are you? Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good. Star, that last caller is the reason why people have a hate towards LeBron James. And Shannon Sharpe is the reason how he just sucked his kneecaps, as you say, without being objective about LeBron James,
yeah.
You know? That's why it's been a culture, a society of just hate for LeBron James.
Good point. Good point.
That guy, that last caller you had, he didn't get no facts correct at all.
I mean, I let him speak.
And then they always go. They always go to hate on LeBron, on Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I let him
like
speak.
That's going
right?
to prove that case for LeBron being the GOAT.
But I let him speak. I mean, that's an art within itself. Just let people speak, even if you think they're wrong. I let him speak. Right? Go ahead.
Right. That's right. But everybody, Florida Boy Jay and Left Handed was right. LeBron. I mean, you had that discussion. You had that conversation up. Is LeBron the GOAT? He would never be looked at as. I posted this on Twitter. LeBron in history, he's going to go down. History is not going to be nice to LeBron because he doesn't have that monumental clutch moment where he hits the shot or he won a couple games because it was him down the stretch. He doesn't have that.
Okay.
He got that one play where he got that block against the Warriors that year, and he came back from 3-1. But Kyrie Irving was putting in work too during that time.
Kwame Brown said today on his Instagram when he clapped back at Shannon Sharpe, Kwame Brown said LeBron does not have a signature move. Is he right?
He's right, and even Dennis Rodman broke it down. Dennis Rodman broke it down like LeBron would be easy to guard because he doesn't have nothing he can get his go-to. He all just brute and force. Mm-hmm. LeBron either going to get a layup or he's going to shoot a three, a wide-open three. He doesn't have the mid-range game. He doesn't have the step-back pull-up. He doesn't have the footwork like Kobe and Michael Jordan had. You know, he doesn't have none of that. Mm-hmm. It's just all brute and force. I'm a bully. He played bully ball. That's what we call it.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried to pull back because I'm a man of a certain age. You know, my age, born in '64. I tried to give LeBron his props and not sound like some older guy who just can't accept the newer generation, you know, getting it in. But now I've heard stories, I don't know if they're true or not, that LeBron is on some type of growth hormone or some type of, you know, roids. Have you heard that as well?
Yes, I heard that too. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he's been playing in the league for 20 years. I mean, you would think he would have some wear and tear 5 years ago. Yeah. Like, he got a lot of wear and tear in his body. You would think that would happen 5 years ago. So it's possibly he probably could have started juicing up when he know, like, you know, the time was ticking on him. So that's a possibility.
Have you ever heard of Pharmasus 300 and B12?
I heard it from you. You talking about it. That's the only way I've heard about it.
How old are you? How old are you, sir?
I'm 41.
41? 41, you said?
I'm 41.
41. Do you ever have a lack of energy? A lack of energy?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. B12 injections is the way to go. I take 2 B12 shots a week. I inject myself. You start tweaking. I go to the gym, bang, bang, bang. And I take a shot of Pharmasus 300. And I'm 59. But after I take those shots, I climb up on some pussy, and I'm moving like a guy who's like 35 years of age. It's crazy. It's crazy. So TMI. Anyway, so the point is, I have no proof. LeBron James might be banging some type of roids, man. There's no way after 20 years in fucking NBA, he's still got all that goddamn power, strength, and endurance. Go ahead and finish up.
You know, and I don't know if they can even test for it if you got a B12 enhancer in you or, you know, whatever's involved in pharma stuff. I don't even know if that's even against the rules.
It's a vitamin. It's not illegal. It's not illegal. I order mine from Canada. They ship it right here to Atlanta. Go ahead.
Right. It's not illegal. So he possibly right before the game he shoot up some Pharmasus or some B12 shots. Yeah. And go out there and play like he's 25 years old still.
Right,
you know?
Right. Hey, man, thank you for your call. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Old nigga star get up in that pussy. Boy, the young girls, where you at? You coming over? Nah, bitch, I'm tired. I'll see you next week. They don't have to know I'm juiced up, you know. Give him that steroid dick. They don't have to know. Oh shit! What a sloppy show. Terrence, sit tight. So I'm coming to you next. Sit tight, Terrence. And then I'm gonna take a break, guys. I'm gonna grab a little something there. Hold on. Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg. Good afternoon, sir. We're talking about Shannon Sharpe going in on Kwame Brown, and then Kwame Brown with the clapback. Kwame got to cooking after 10 minutes. Go to his YouTube channel. Boy, he got to cooking that nigga. And he was talking about, he started talking about Skip Bayless, calling Skip Bayless Dracula. Troll Babies, did Skip Bayless blame his coach or some shit like that because he didn't make it to the pros or something like that? Yeah, he was saying Shannon Sharpe has a thick tongue. Well, he gave him that mama's cooking. He gave him that mama's cooking, okay? Terrence, I got your donation, sir. Thank you for your patience. Where do you want to start? Terrence.
Yeah, I called a second ago. I was just calling. Actually, I was trying to get that other caller on the line to tell me what I was wrong about. I mean, the man was 1-9 in the playoffs. He was swept by Larry Bird. Like, what? He said I didn't get one thing right. Like, what did I get wrong?
Well, I let you speak, and he has a right to speak. He wasn't disrespectful. He wasn't calling out your name. I forget the call.
I know, but I'm just trying to see what did I get wrong. Like, there was something called the Jordan rules implemented. He was beat by Larry Bird. Like, none of that is wrong, look, it's just a preference thing. If people like Michael Jordan, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's fine, but, the facts are just the facts. That's all.
Well, I hear you, and I'm letting you speak, but now you're going to send me that Foundational Black American plan of action, yes?
I'm from America, Star. I don't know about all that.
Well, you said you were FBA, yes? You said that.
No, I'm not FBA. I'm from Alabama, sir.
Terrence, listen, I appreciate your support. I see your donations. You said you were Foundational Black American. That's what you said earlier. Yes?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Can you please send me the plan of action? Don't send me the plan of action from NARC and other organizations. I want the FBA plan of action with regards to reparations. Please, I'm looking for it because FBA is an organization, yes? Organization.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, man. I appreciate you calling back. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. It's an organization. Don't tell me, no, it's a lineage. I'll prove to you it's an organization. Don't send me a donation and then you ask for the proof because I'll send you the proof. Don't play with old nigga Star today. Okay. All right, guys. One more phone call, then I'm going to take a break. That's my email address on the screen for potential advertisers and sponsors. And hear me clearly when you advertise on the Star Report. We send you the analytics. What goes on behind the scenes. Everything from growth, retention, not just subscribers and views. Everything. We send you a PDF file. Please pay attention to that. You have to know if what you're trying to market, sell, or promote is in line with your target demo. Email address on the screen. I use an old marketing formula in case you don't know with regards to my sponsors. I learned from Johnny Carson. I don't want to put commercials in between my goddamn talk segments. I like to hold up on the screen like Johnny Carson did, The sponsors, see that? Alpha Villains, that's his new book. Okay, Masculine Compromise. These are called live reads for your sponsors. Shakira Ruiz, remember her? She's got a book called Dungeons and Dragons based on a true story. If you are a publisher, reach out to me so we can promote you and have you call in. Prospering in a Pandemic, okay, Blood Money. And I read the books that my sponsors send me. Zavonda Parrish, this is a really good book. Well, she wrote 2 books, pardon me. You see? Logged Off. Oh, you know this book, Jordan Wells. We've promoted him, and he calls in to promote. Okay. H.D. Brown, Our Shedding Light. This is a really good book. She told on her ex-husband. She puts she put receipts and all sorts of screenshots in the goddamn book. Look at that, huh? You need personal, custom marketing for your books and your products, okay? Easy Blade shaving products, right? I use these. American-made Easy Blade shaving products. This is one of their razors, as you can see. Look at that quality, huh? Shit, I can't open that. Jesus Christ, that's hard to open. Anyway, I'll play it later. Beard cream, beard oil, okay? Jay, you can always call in from Easy Blade Shaving Products if you're out there. Text me, Jay. Who remembers Booty Wash, huh? Okay, reach out. Whoa, wait a minute. I do have someone who wants to call in now before I take my break. Let me see if I can get his information on the screen. You see, this is what I do for a sponsor. I slow the goddamn show down. Hold on, I think that's Jay. He just texted me. If you're a sponsor, you can text me during the show. Jay, is that you? Jay, is that you? Area code 862 from Jersey's Concrete.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Star?
Good to hear from you, man. Showrunner is on the screen right now. YouTube.com/@Jersey's Concrete. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Where do you want to start, man? We have one of your latest videos in the community section. A female, she's talking about her life, and it's pretty rough, yes?
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Girl from the South. Yeah, girl from the South, Alabama, I believe. Came up to New York City to, I guess, pursue her street walking quest.
Yeah, white girl.
And
Caucasian.
White girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. She tells stories about things she went through in New York and how she ended up in Paterson, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Where I actually did the
P-Town. It's called P-Town. P-Town.
P-Town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I'm from Newark and I live in Newark, but Paterson, man, it's a shithole. Sorry, excuse my language.
No, it's okay. It's okay. But now, hang on a second, Jay. Let's keep it real. Yeah. Jersey's Concrete. You do these interviews on the streets, really grimy. You've got some haters on your tail because they think that you're exploiting the degenerates, the homeless, and so on and so forth. Did you smash that white girl? She looks like she needed a fix. No. Hang on, Jay. Hang on. Looked like she was trying to beam up to Scotty. She wanted to get a little piece of skag. Do you smash any of these girls, Jay? Keep it real.
No, Star. Not at all. I mean, I pay them for their time. I mean, not for the interview. Right. Is what I mean. So, yeah, they're not looking for any bonuses. I mean,
Jay,
I told you one time.
Jay, I want to send the traffic to your page. So you pay them for the interview. Not once have you said, hey, can you just come over here and just service me, in the passenger seat real quick? Keep it real, Jay.
Not at all. Never. No, Star. Not at all. I'm actually scared to. But John, even if I thought about it, I'd be too scared to. It's crazy.
I hear you. Go ahead.
What? Yeah. But yeah, man. I had a crazy situation happen to me. There's an area in Newark, right? I'm not going to tell where, right? But I know that there's a part where the trans be at, right? So I'm like, let me go to the trans. Let me see if I get an interview with one of them. So I'm driving through. I spot one in between two cars.
Right.
And before I could say anything, they very aggressive.
Yeah.
Before I could,
I wouldn't know, but go ahead.
whipped her.
Go ahead.
The trans whipped her tits out and said, "You want to party?" I'm like, no, it's not what I came here for. It was the first time I ever seen a trans tits. It was bad, but clearly I didn't do the interview with that person. She wanted something else.
Well, hang on a second, Jay. You do have a video on your YouTube channel. It's right there, youtube.com/@Jersey's Concrete. You have a couple of lady boys that you're talking to. Did you pay them for their time? Yes. Yeah.
I paid them for the interview.
For the interview, okay. Tomato. You pay them.
Man, nah. You tried me. You said I pay them for their time. You tried me. Nah. I paid for the interview. Yeah.
You pay them for the interview. All right. Now we're talking about niggas with wigs. Yes.
Those your words, not my words.
Well, that's what they are. by way of the laws of biology. He said niggas with wigs. You can pretend to be whatever. I can pretend to be a fucking frog or a goddamn squirrel, but I'm a guy with a fucking tool. So you pay the niggas with wigs, and the interview's on your channel. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Exactly.
Finish up, man. Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah, man. But I'm on a road to 3,000 subscribers.
Nice.
Nice. If you guys can help me out, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification. Yeah, I'm trying to put Jersey on the map. I'm actually thinking about investing in a billboard. I don't know how successful that would be.
Okay.
But if I could get more locals to see my channel, it'll be it might work, you know.
Well, just for the record, New Jersey has always been on the map. Just for the record, you know, Star, Wendy Williams, John Bon Jovi, Ronaldo Skeets Nehemiah, and a host of others. It's been on the map.
Naughty by Nature.
Shaquille
O'Neal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. We've been on the map. So.
Yeah.
But go ahead. Finish up.
Yeah, definitely. Of course. One more thing, because I was watching one of your previous podcasts.
Okay.
And somebody asked you if you was a licensed carrier in New Jersey.
Yes, I am.
I'm thinking I might have to do that too. Because these interviews is very intense. The areas I'm at is very intense.
Yeah.
I might need you to help me get my carrying.
Let's talk behind the scenes. Jersey's a very, very rough state. It's harder than New York to get a license to carry. Very hard. But let's talk behind the scenes, all right?
Okay, cool.
Okay, good to talk to you, man. Thank you, Jay.
Same here. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Jersey been on the nap. The Isley brothers. The list goes on and on and on. A couple of baseball players. No, Eddie Murphy's not from New Jersey. He's from Long Island. He moved to Jersey after he got his weight up. Red Man. That's my nigga, Red Man. Yeah. Whitney Houston. Woo! How could I forget, huh? Yeah. I never met her, but she left me a really nice drop. This is Whitney Houston. I listen to Star and Buck Wild in the morning. Baby! I will always appreciate her for that. Frank Sinatra. Yeah, oh, man. We're not claiming Jaguar right. Yeah, she was born and raised in Jersey, but she we give her to Philly. We give her to Philly. Got legends all day, every day. Yep. Queen Latifah. Bill Bellamy. Wow. It's all coming back now. No, Joe Budden is from New York. That's my guy. It's my Joe, but he's from New York. He's not from Jersey. He's a transplant. Okay. Guys, I'm going to take a break. Let's come back and do me a favor, please. Send Deeds a donation, okay? Deeds holds down this machine. She is helping me with shot97.com, the drill rap station. Shit is so lit. And she's out of the hospital. She's got her vision back now in both eyes, okay? Just put Big Nigga back on the set. This is the Star Report. Thursday evening extended show. How you guys doing? All right. I just sent a text message to Kwame Brown. He may or may not respond. I'm not sure if he has the same number. Is he live? Anybody know? Kwame Brown, is he live right now? Oh, he gave Shannon Sharpe that mama's cooking earlier. He said, LeBron already has a wife. Get off your knees, boy. That's crazy. Newt, I got your donation, sir. Thank you. The real car show is Envy locking the garage door. Oh! That was hard. Rashawn Case, back in 2013, he went in the garage. He was sitting in the vehicle, and he was had the car running. He had the exhaust. He had a hose hooked up to the exhaust pipe, and he put it in the vehicle, allegedly. He was trying to kill himself. You can Google this. 2013. Damn, that was a hard-ass donation. Thank you, man. Okay. And I spoke to that guy. Thank you for calling back. Him got your donation. Pistons created the Jordan rules, not the NBA. You see, I let Terrence talk. I don't want to be a person who acts like he knows everything, because I don't. But thank you. Him, I got your donation. Okay. 1 second. Lex Diamond's got your donation. Salute, fam. Will Shaka and Cardi B go to New Jersey? No, you're talking about the cats in the backyard here. I mean, they actually come around once a month now. Sometimes once every 2 months. I didn't feed them every day because I like to keep them on edge, you know. And they are surplus killers. They kill for fun sometimes. They killed salamanders. I got woods in my backyard here. Mice, whatever, birds and shit. So it's not like they're hungry. I think they've been up the road, like, you know, handling other business, and they come around once in a while. I have not seen the cat named Soulja Boy in maybe 3 months. But the one called Cardi B, I see her sometimes down in the cul-de-sac playing with some little kids. But thank you for your donation, Lex Diamonds, all right? Okay, folks, please don't send me random emails if you have not sent in a donation. I have no friends, and fuck a fan, as always. Be emailing me as if, you know, I'm going to respond. I'm busy. This is work. Okay. So did you send in a donation? Who is this? That's cute. If you sent in a donation, I'll read this. Hold on. Fucking email me like I'm just gonna read some random email. Nigga, I'm the hater. Friend to none of you niggas. Okay. It's lit. I got your donation. Salute, Pops, and salute to you and the troll babies. This is the GOAT show, for real, for real. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Erica got your donation. I read that one. People are self-absorbed and self-involved. Yeah, I am. I'm so full of myself, there's no room for the theory of God. You've heard me say that before, okay? Okay, Eamon. Eamon says, Star, streets of Patterson is becoming Dominican Republic. It's wild out there. Well, if you know, who are you, Eamon? Are you African-American, Caribbean? Maybe it's time for a change because, you know, P-Town has been a shithole for a lot of years. Maybe it's time for the Dominicans to move in and do something else with it, you know? I was born in 1964. I remember when Patterson was known as the home of Lou Costello from Abbott and Costello. Okay, so somebody just sent me a video with some Dominicans with a machete. Okay. Yeah, all out in the street, broad daylight. But who are they chasing? Are they chasing an FBA nigga? Talking that woke shit? Thank you, Eamon. Area code 704. Good evening, 704. Shannon, Sharpe, Kwame Brown going at it. Are you up to speed? 704.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I'm up to speed.
It's cracking, man.
Can you hear me, sir?
It's a little crazy, but make the adjustments. I'll wait for you, sir. Good evening. How are you?
All right, my bad. All right. Yeah, so, you know, with, with, hello? Hello?
Sir, your phone sounds like shit. What are we doing? Come on, my nigga. What are you doing?
All right, I'm trying to get a good connection. Is this better?
Yeah,
that's better.
I'm looking for one of the 22 letters that Larry Davis sent me. Go ahead and talk while I'm looking. Go ahead.
All right. Well, you know, for Kwame Brown to go in on Shannon Sharpe like that, honestly, I don't really think it's a problem. Shannon Sharpe always has his, you know, moments where he's going off and, you know, he's defending LeBron, you know what I'm saying, as much as he can. And nobody ever speaks about it.
Are you the guy from North Carolina who called in a couple of weeks ago? You sound like the guy from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, because you were doing the same thing last time. You were talking. You were doing something. What are you doing, man? What are you at work? Where are you?
Nah, man. I'm at the crib. Relaxing, bro. Like,
okay.
Texting one of my little, you know what I'm saying, shorties. Hopefully she about to pull up, smoke me out. You know what I'm saying? Then we're going to go to Juicy Crab.
Well, now,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, sir, what part of North Carolina, with all due respect, what part of North Carolina are you from?
Charlotte, nigga, Queen City, nigga.
Okay.
Exit 4.
Have you ever been to Emerald Isle?
Emerald Isle?
Yeah, Emerald Isle. You ever heard of that?
Nah, it sounds familiar.
Mm-hmm. It's in North Carolina. I had a cokehead bitch out there years ago, and she used to do a lot of drugs in Manhattan, New York City, and then she would go home to Emerald Isle to regroup. It was a beautiful place. I went out there with her one time. Beautiful, Emerald Isle.
Yeah, that must have been in the woods, like in a.
No, it's a beach.
I'm in a city part.
It's a beach. It's a beach area. Beach.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. Like, it's a lot to do out here, to be honest with you, Star, man. Gentrification is growing out here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm from Philadelphia, right? And you know they got the largest amount of gentrification going on right now. As I was leaving back in 2017, I started seeing like my whole neighborhood that I was like originally from. I seen.
Hello.
That motherfucker. My cousin come down the street one day, and my aunt's like, "Why you looking at that?" She like, "Why are these white people over there?" You know, I'm a little bit more. Though I wasn't the first to go to college like in my family. A lot of us have it, and
Well, you say you're from Philly and you're in Charlotte now, and you're talking about gentrification. So are
Yeah,
you?
because it's growing out here too. Like when I came back out here,
Gentrification is a good thing, sir. I'm all for it. I mean,
grew up with, like,
hang on, sir. If you can't afford the property, and if you're fucking up the neighborhood, and you know you're not part of the comps, you know the comps that actually help the neighborhood go up, and you're not able to pay your taxes, then I want you out. You know.
Oh well, I pay my taxes. Yeah, I pay my taxes and my name on the lease.
On the lease, okay. So you don't have a deed. You're not a homeowner. You're renting in Charlotte.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather rent.
And how old are you, sir? How old are you?
Honestly, I'd rather buy a house. To be honest with you, keep it real.
How old, sir? How old are you?
27.
Okay. With all due respect. You're renting. You're 27. You're talking with a bit of a Ebonic dialect. If you can't afford a home that's $350,000.
Yeah. I'm speaking like.
Hang on, sir. Hang on. I just want to say this last piece.
Because
if you cannot afford a home that's $350,000, I don't want you living around me. I don't want your kids going to school with my kids. I don't want you around there.
Yeah.
Respectfully. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I'm not your average typical, backstabbing nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not. You can leave me around your wallet, man. I'm not. I don't want what's in your wallet, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like a person. Like honestly, bro. I don't think I'm. No, for real. Like. I think I'm too nice for this world. This world is fucked up. People.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Excuse my language. People like you, non-believers in the Lord.
Right.
People who don't really care for other humans, but have so much empathy for hungry dogs and cats that don't give a damn about you.
That's a fact.
Yeah. I just couldn't agree more. I couldn't disagree more with you, Star.
Okay.
Honestly, because I'm a man that I like oxtail, I like chicken, and I might try a little alligator if I come across a nice country Florida woman.
Sir, with all due respect, the last time you and I spoke, there was a nigga in the background. He sounded like he had a little sugar in his tank. I thought it was a female. I said, put that bitch on the phone, but that was a nigga, right? That was a nigga.
Yeah. So what you had got, Mr.
Slow down. Let's hang on. I let you speak, sir. I let you speak. That was a nigga in the background ear hustling on your conversation. Let's keep it real. He sounded like. He sounded like a nigga with the wig.
He wants to be on the show.
Is that him again?
What?
Is that him again?
No.
Who's that in the background now?
No, but nobody in the background now.
Okay.
But what you heard was my brother and his girlfriend having a conversation.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And then she said some dumb stuff that I don't even remember what it was. But he came in and he was like, what is bro saying? And he was like, who you talking about? I'm like, he talking about old girl. He was like, why you be on that shit, bro? Yeah.
Hey man,
so,
hey, listen, I appreciate your call.
I want to talk about why we don't.
I want you to know, listen to me. I appreciate your call, your patience, and we having this fun exchange. I appreciate that. Don't ever think I don't, all right?
Can I just address one topic? Well,
hang on a
You
second.
can kick me up out of here?
Hang on. Now, you're a Philly nigga, and you're down in Charlotte. So what the fuck did you do to get to make you have to get out of Philly to go to Charlotte? Philly niggas don't usually go to Charlotte to set up shop.
No, I know. But I'm saying, no. Man, I grew up out here, dog. I'm on my. Remember the ATL? The nigga in ATL. He was from New York. He grew up in ATL. That's the type of time I'm on.
Sir, you said you're from Philly. That's what you said.
Yeah, I'm from Philly, and I grew up in Charlotte, nigga. What?
Sir, are you really from Philly or are you from Norristown? A lot of Norristown niggas,
No.
pretend to be from Philly.
Sir, no, hell no.
From Norristown?
Nah, nigga, nah. I'm a Philly native, nigga. I got family out there and everything.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah. South Philly to be exact.
All right. Hey, man, I appreciate the call. And
I gotta be more exact than that. It's a lot of trolls in here, though, man. But look, I like to call in though. I like to call in from time to time. I'm not gonna catch, sir.
Okay,
I do.
I'm gonna keep your number on file.
They call me the old man. You know what I'm saying?
Hang on a second.
You might catch me on. You might.
I got your number.
Yeah, they call me the old man. You know what I mean? Like you might catch me like live sometimes like that with Queen Flip.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? From time to time. But I came all through this. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
But anyway, I just want to talk about this topic of why we can't trust each other.
No, sir. I've got to go, but it was good talking to you. All right. Thank you, man. Thank you. And they came from Philly. Philly niggas don't usually go down to no Charlotte to set up shop. The Philly niggas I came up with during the Hilltop Hustler era, they went out all the way west. They got the fuck out of Dodge. Can I get an amen? Any Philly niggas in that live chat, huh? Niggas I came up with. And you could never snitch on a Philly nigga. Philly nigga will shoot you fast. See, I could do all my dirt in New York and the boroughs, but you do some dumb shit in Philly, they're going to split your wig fast. Yeah, that nigga was from Plymouth Meeting. That nigga was from Mount Airy. So Jay bumped into FBJ in the streets? I don't know. Okay, someone sent me an email pretending I spoke to Larry Davis on multiple occasions. He used to call Atlantic Records looking for you. Something. What's that? For one of my, we were always on a three-way with his attorney. Stop the cap. So I did find just some of the letters that he used to write me. He was up at Shawshank for a while. Now, again, he knew me as Ali Kwan and Julito, and I'm not going to tell you about the Julito stuff. Can you guys see that? Can you see the name, Larry Davis? I think I'm gonna give one or two of these letters to Clayface. Pardon me, Wack 100. See that? Shawshank Correctional Facility, Larry Davis. Star and Buck Wild Show, 18th floor. See that? See that? Here's another one. Me and that nigga had history, boy. Here's two letters so you can just know. You see that? Larry Davis. He said, yo, Ali Kwan, what you doing on the radio? You? Not you, nigga. See that? Here's his number. Guys, sit tight on the phones. I'm coming to you shortly. We're having an extended show here. Look. There's his handwriting. And he said, yo, Ali Kwan, did you tell on me? Area code 817, are you there? We're talking about Shannon.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Shannon Sharpe, Kwame Brown, you up to speed?
Yeah, I'm up to speed on all the bullshit, bro.
Let's go, sir.
Man, Kwame be acting like a little female, bro. He, you know, he been talking about Shannon Sharpe, LeBron James for months now, man. You know, anything you say against him, he want to call you a distractor, delusional, all these names or whatnot. But, you know, he's overly sensitive, man. If you look at his YouTube videos, I was a fan of him going against the grain when he first came out. But, you know, anybody say anything against him, he started acting like a female, man. He yelling and screaming, and he brings up this one cat, Carcino, has no knowledge. Dude just said in the 80s and the 90s, LeBron James would have played in the CBA. He would have never been in the NBA, bro.
Well, sir, I fuck with Carcino for life heavy, but now hang on a second. So now, do you show your face?
Man, fuck that nigga.
Well, sir, hang on a second. I'm trying to have a conversation. Do you show your face, or do you have a fake AVI when you're in Kwame Brown's live chat?
I show my face, coach. They boot me down, man.
Okay.
Yeah, boot me down, bro. I can't say nothing against him, bro. Gonna catch the boot.
Okay. So now, did you see? You see Shannon Sharpe take shots at Kwame Brown? That's my focus. Did you see Shannon Sharpe?
You said what?
Did you see Shannon Sharpe? The video's in my community section going in on Kwame Brown, and then Kwame clapped back. Did you see that?
I seen all of it. I stay up with the bullshit, bro.
Okay.
I seen the whole thing.
Go ahead, speak on it.
Yeah. You know, he was right. You know, everybody's right to have an opinion.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think LeBron James, I actually agree with what Kwame said. I think LeBron should have stopped popping, pivot, pulled up, and did whatever he do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he fumbled the first game. He had a chance to come up. Actually had a turnover. He missed a wide open shot, and he passed it. He always passing the ball, bro. He don't got that killer in him. You know, some people born with it, some people are not born with it.
Gotcha.
Kobe, Shaq,
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? MJ.
Okay.
They born with that killer, man. LeBron, you know, he want to be everybody's friend. I understand he's a businessman outside of this shit, but he wants to be everybody's friend. Too friendly, bro.
Right.
And he don't got that killer. He don't got that win, that drive to win. That will to win that you need to have. With the ball in your hands, nigga.
Gotcha.
I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid the most on the team. Get the fuck out my way, man. Give me the ball. Last 2 minutes of the game, I'm going to the rack. I'm doing whatever I have to do. But I will agree with Kwame. See, I ain't biased, bro. I will agree. He don't have a signature move. He the only thing Bron know how to do, he's naturally left-handed, so he can drive to the left or drive to the right. When they play Memphis.
Now, hang on a second. Let me ask you a question now. Does LeBron, in your opinion, does he travel a lot? Looks like the nigga always travels to me.
Man, everybody travels, bro. It's a whole new rule about gathering. You could take about 4 or 5 steps to the rim and you goddamn take your bags, your luggage, your carry-on and everything.
Gotcha.
Bro. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Airline to the destination you need to go to, man.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, man, I got to go, man. Thank you for the call and thank you for your donation. Salute. Thank you. It's okay. I let him talk, but Carcino for life is my nigga for real. I fuck with Carcino heavy. Hey, so whilst I was going through some of the letters from my alleged associate, Larry Davis from the 80s, I came across one of these records of mine. What does that say? Sealed. Oh, they had me jammed up. Oh, they had me. I saw 2 judges. Had 2 judges. Woo! The first time I signed a proffer agreement was 84. Fucking cop talking about, are you sure you want to do that? You know, it's what did he say? It's a lifelong decision. I said, you got a pen? I can live with that. This is my ticket out. I got to get back uptown. and get some fish scale. Oh, my goodness. A couple more calls here. Area code 415. Good evening, 415. Who's this?
Sean Blaze on the check-in.
Sean Blaze, good to hear from you, man. Good to hear from you. Where do you want to start, sir?
My nigga, I didn't know what topic we should trust. Either why don't we trust us anymore?
Right.
I mean,
Each other.
Yet alone, I wouldn't trust a nigga. I wouldn't trust a nigga out of East Oakland.
Ooh.
Given the fact that I'm from the West.
Right.
I wouldn't trust a nigga just based off the aesthetic, which would be the clothing wear to which his pants is dropped down to his knees.
Okay.
It was Elijah Muhammad who even told you or warned you about the westernized American black Negro, to which it is not the white devil, it's the black devil. So I don't trust you niggas for one.
The worst devil.
That's for one.
The worst devil is a black devil. The messenger said that. You're right. Go ahead. Yeah.
And that is complete fact. So I really don't know what topic we should even touch on for myself, because, there was a sensitive nature of who white we can't trust anyone anymore, because we want the best for ourselves, not for the next nigga. I'm not going to go ahead and see myself as seeing anything less as I am the priority. So why should you trust me in terms of it in a competitive nature?
Okay.
Of course you shouldn't trust me. Don't trust anyone. Why would a nigga grow up thinking he can trust a nigga off the streets, lonely nigga in the corporate America?
Right.
So that's for one. But can I touch on the bronzesexuals out there, the individuals such as Shannon Sharpe? Shannon Sharpe had his nigga moment almost, to which I was hoping to see him fail in that tit for tat he had with Skip Bayless. But the problem is that the Kwame Brown is sticking to data, and that's the problem, because Shannon Sharpe is a bronzesexual. He is such a fan to which you kind of wonder, based off who he is also the company keeps on side courts, over at the games, because we see that it's now to the point where his opinion is not based off data, to which Kwame Brown was stating, is based off the aesthetic with this individual, Shannon Sharpe, as the typical nigga bootlicking Negro, not just for Skip Bayless, but also with LeBron, because there is no objectivity that he has in terms of him having an opinion about LeBron, because he don't want to end up like Charles Barkley and Michael Jordan. And we all know what happened when he tried to have an opinion. You see what I'm saying? So all it is for me is that there's no objectivity in terms of how he's going about explaining this situation. Kwame Brown is the most articulate brother that we have right now in the game, who is getting an objective analysis or based off data. Shannon Sharpe is based off him being a bronzesexual. You see what I'm saying? Because when you listen to him, and when he buck his eyes out for LeBron James, LeBron James also has some complete flaws in terms of him being a complete liar. He has some complete flaws in terms of him being that a pusher of this liberal agenda in the media. LeBron is a fraud in general, and that's why nobody gonna love as far as what platform he stands on, is because, for one, when he started lying about Kobe Bryant when he was watching that 81 score machine, he demonstrated why nobody couldn't trust him, not just based off him being a liar, based off his inability to carry a team. That is the fact. But he's been able to market himself right along with his family, down to his sons, okay, and also his investments in Netflix. You see what I'm saying? He's more of an entertainer opposed to actually having some true stats. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So if I can jump in for a second, John Blaze, let me jump in for a second. And Kwame Brown said he did not bet on LeBron James, because Shannon Sharpe tried to make that a point when he was talking to Skip Bayless, that, during his video, Kwame Brown said, "I lost money betting on you." Kwame said he was just joking. And it still bothers me that Shannon Sharpe would jump out the window and go at Kwame Brown, because Shannon is a 3-time Super Bowl champion. We give him that. But in the world of football, And I said, wow, man, this is kind of odd to me. So that's why I even approached the topic. But go ahead, John Blaze. Go ahead.
And the topic makes sense because you're looking at how Kwame Brown has struck a nerve when he came at Stephen A. Smith and a lot of these mouthpieces for corporate America in terms of ESPN. Now, Kwame Brown is a source of objectivity when it comes to the game. Now, they also have to remember Kwame Brown speaks in semantics. He speaks in the metaphorical in the terms of mama's cooking and how he's communicating to his audience.
Right.
He has a particular audience who also pays attention to sports, like myself, because I pay attention to Kwame Brown. He was there. He knows the opinions. He knows what goes on behind the closed doors, whether he's speaking about it. He's not going to go ahead and have a handler behind him, such as those at ESPN and Fox, okay, because he speaks on subjects that the corporate entities, such as Fox Sports, such as ESPN, they're not going to allow Stephen A. Smith to speak on those type of things because they know Stephen A. Smith is going to toe the company line. He's going to stick to status quo, which I don't blame him because capitalism is so goddamn beautiful.
Right.
So that means that the other options, this is how the free market starts because now we got other options in this free marketplace in terms of Kwame Brown and all these other stars and creating these platforms because we no longer want the corporate bullshit. The audience is the important factor in terms of Kwame Brown's listening and statistical data is because that is the same audience of these corporate entities, and they're able to go ahead and weigh that information, compare and contrast the two, and say this is total bullshit.
Yeah.
Kwame Brown numbers are not just being manipulated through YouTube and all these other algorithms. They don't want to put up some real goddamn numbers. I was there, that nigga on the first night. On that first night.
Okay. John Blaze, I hate to cut you short, man. When's the next time you're putting up a video on your channel? Or have you been doing so?
I have, and I actually was going to hit you offline and send that banner to you.
Okay.
As well as
Please
the
do.
Other information.
Please do.
As well. But I appreciate your support. You a real one.
Thank you, man.
And to the listeners, stay the fuck out of East Oakland. I'm out.
Thank you. John Blaze, tap it in. John Blaze, tap it in. We have one more phone caller. Whew, give me a second. 973, sit tight. You're my next caller. Sit tight. Good productive show today. Someone who I really know and respect reached out to me and said he's going to reach out to Wack 100 to see if Wack is interested in the paperwork. It only makes sense. But if he's not, then you know what? I'll keep it for my documentary. I'm not tripping. I'm not stressing nothing. You will never see me making videos trying to prove people wrong. But thank you for your emails, okay? Again, salute to Jordan Tower. Great guy on YouTube. And he used to direct videos. He did great work. I'm going to admit it, I liked the work he did for Young Berg back in the days, who has now become Hitmaker. Anybody remember Jordan Tower doing those videos for Young Berg? Let me make sure I didn't miss any cash apps or super chats. Okay. Area code 973, you are my last caller. Good evening, are you there? Are you ready, 973?
Salute, Star. This is Jay from Vauxhall.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to hear from you.
What's going on? On topic, listen. It's really making me sick. Everywhere you go, social media, TV, these black brothers, all they do is go back and forth at each other. Nothing's getting done. It's sad. A quick pivot. 2005. You changed my life. If I can speak on it for 30 seconds.
Well, hang on a second, because, we have to stay on topic. Are you talking about Shannon Sharpe, Kwame Brown?
Both of them. Shannon Sharpe, Kwame Brown.
Okay.
All these ex-players giving their 2 cents about, other people's lives. Listen, black men, there's something wrong with them. I'm a black man. 98% of all black men are weak. There's 2% of us that are not. Kwame Brown, he's Shannon Sharpe, all due respect, he's not. Like the previous caller said, he's in his emotions.
You said your name is Jay from Vauxhall, New Jersey, yes? Jay?
Vauxhall.
Okay.
Same age as you.
Okay. I know what Vauxhall is. So now, Jay, with all due respect, it doesn't sound like you're calling to stay on topic. Are you okay? Are you okay? Let me just ask that question.
No. I'm great. I'm happy to talk to you.
Okay. Well, no, Jay. The reason why I ask, because people from my generation, you're 59 like myself. How old are you?
I'm 55, sir.
Okay. People from my generation, they fall off the wagon. Sometimes they think they can go out and do a line of fish scale and everything's going to be okay. And then they...
No, I'm good, Star. I'm good.
They wind up missing for 4 days. Are you okay? I'm just...
No, I'm good, man. I'm good. Just happy to talk to you, brother. It's been a while. So.
Okay, Jay, I'm not your brother. Please don't disrespect me. If you've listened to me,
gotcha.
I don't do that, okay? So I
know.
What's going on with you? It's here at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It sounds like, respectfully, you're tweaking. The devil knows its own. Are you tweaking?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. Mm-hmm. Everything's good.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, Jay, I'm going to say this with all due respect, all right? You're 55 from Vauxhall. Do you still live there?
No, sir. I moved a little bit south to near Jackson.
Jackson?
New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Down there by Great Adventure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to say this with all due respect. Get help. I hear it.
Okay.
I hear it, Jay. Get some help. Go drink some milk. And knock that shit off, all right?
Hey, listen, do you remember Maggot Brain?
Jay, get some help. Get some milk. Drink a glass of milk. Knock that shit the fuck off. You're too old for that, Jay, all right?
All right.
Thank you, man. Take care. Thank you. Okay.
All right. Okay. You got it.
All right.
You out this world, need some space for me. I'm out here, girl, I'm back up in the street. So I don't really got time to fuss and fight no more with you. Really got time to fuss and fight no more. Why you tripping, baby? You know you invited. Acting like you know what's up, but you ain't psychic. Told you nothing going down, but you ain't like it. I told you nothing going down when you excited. So if you want a song, go and get the one. Show me the money, get the money, let's go down, down. Break it up. When we make it all, make it up, break it up. Break it up, then we make it up. You out this world, need some space for me. I'm out here, girl, I'm back up in the street. So I don't really got time to fuss and fight no more with you. Really got time to fuss and fight no more. you.